All right, so what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, man. It's your boy, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about one of the biggest crystal traps in Marvel Future Fight. And I specifically wanted to talk about this one since I saw a comment mentioning it on my previous video, and because of the fact that they're giving away 10,000 crystals for the anniversary. And the reason why I think this is very important to discuss is because of the fact that you could legitimately spend 10k crystals in 4 clicks doing what I'm going to recommend that you don't do in this video, and it will leave you feeling very triggered and possibly make you want to stop playing the game because it may not even improve your roster. And that's actually crazy to think about, that you could spend 10,000 crystals and not be much better off. So what we're going to be talking about today is actually a piece of content that I haven't touched in God knows how long, but on my last video, someone mentioned that I should do a tier list while I'm at it on the legendary battles. And I think he meant it as a joke. I think his name is Edgar. I think he meant it as a joke, but honestly, this is not a bad idea because the legendary battles, even though when they initially came in, were, I would say, initially celebrated by the players as a good way to get very rare items like CTP and premium cards, they've actually become a bad investment for the last couple years now. And you can see I still haven't bought some of them because of the fact that the ROI, the return on the investment, is just not there anymore, truthfully speaking. So I wanted to actually talk about that in today's video for those of you guys who are just coming to the game, to save you a lot of crystals. To put things in perspective here, okay, if you bought every single legendary battle, and keep in mind, these legendary battles, the ones with the extreme edition, they never get discounted. They're always 2,500 crystals. Keep that in mind. There is currently 13 legendary battles. 12 of them have extreme versions. The first one that they ever released only has the normal version. And the thing is, that's actually the best one. Isn't that crazy? And the first one, they got it so right. And everything else that came after, they got very, very wrong. And they did it 12 other times. Crazy. But to put things in perspective, right? There is 47, last I counted, which was, I think, last year. Yeah, but last I counted, there was 47 uniforms tied to this piece of content. And just simple basic math will tell you that if you purchase, because if you buy the extreme version for all of these legendary battles, you want to get all of the rewards that are associated. I need to go back and play. You can see, like, I haven't even gone back to this thing in so long, but you'd want to get all of the rewards. So the buy-in to get all of the legendary battles, there's 13 of them, 12 of them paid, but that's 30k crystals just to unlock the extreme edition for every single one of these. Just think about that. That's 30k crystals. And in order for you to complete everything and get the crystal refund that is associated and the items that you would ideally want, some of them not even that good, you would then have to buy all of the uniforms. And these uniforms are, for the most part, all outdated. I think there's only one meta uniform that has remained in this thing, and that's getting replaced next week. Crazy. We'll talk about it, but hear me out. 30k buy-in because they never get discounted. Then on top of that, you need to purchase 47 uniforms. Quick math will tell you, considering the fact that we only get 50% discount sales per year, but if we're just doing the 1050 that we normally pay for 40% off, that's almost 50,000 crystals. So 30k buy-in, 50,000 on uniforms, and then there's premium characters in here that you need to, like, level up, get to tier 2, and all kinds of stuff if you want to get all of the rewards. You know, it's actually crazy. And if you're free to play, like Nick Fury and Valkyrie, you can buy for additional crystals in here. That's another 5k for those two. So you see what I'm saying? Like, it's a big trap, and it's all for, I believe there's 14 CTPs, 4 artifacts, and no, actually no. I think there is 12 CTPs, 2 CTP selectors, so overall 14 CTPs, right? And then 4 artifacts. None of them are really that good. We'll talk about them in a sec. And there is, I believe, 3 premium cards. We're gonna go through it step by step, right? But that is crazy. Would you spend almost 100,000 crystals for 14 CTPs, 4 artifacts, and 3 premium cards? Absolutely not, right? So I'm just saying, like, be careful if you're a new player coming in. Avoid legendary battle. Play the free stuff. Get all the free stuff, right? But I honestly don't think it's worth it anymore to actually buy the extreme edition. Now they do give you a refund, as you can see right here. Let me show you. Boom, they give you a little bit of a refund. So you buy in for 2,500, and then they refund you after you've completed the missions 500. I think one of the missions give you 600 back. So on average, after you've gotten your refund, you're still paying 2,000 crystals. Would you pay 2,000 crystals for one CTP? Depending on what CTP it is, right? Maybe if you saw a CTP of Rage in the dispatch shop, in case you don't know what I'm talking about, like if you go in here in dispatch and then you went here and you bought one of these items and then the percentage bar filled up and then it was a CTP of Rage for 2K, that's a good deal. But some of these let me collect that. Some of these legendary battles are giving you useless CTPs like regeneration and shit. So you have to be very, very careful when you're dealing with these legendary battles, and that's part of the reason why I think this tier list is a good idea, even though I think he meant it as a joke. But let's start from the bottom and work our way up. Okay, so this one right here, everyone should do it, right? You should do all of them at normal, but I don't think the extreme version of this legendary battle is worth it. So you look at this one right here, you get a free premium card, absolutely amazing. This one right here, you don't really get anything, which is fine, because that means you can skip over Valkyrie if you are brand new to the game. By the way, she's super meta. She will always be meta. She's one of the best support characters in the game. But you don't have to rush and pay the 2,500. You can unlock her free from Dimension Mission or from another method. You don't have to pay the crystals here. Okay, so it's good that they're not really giving you anything crazy for having her here, so you could always come back later on. But Hulk, CTP of Refinement, it's good once you reforge it, right? Then we move down to Loki. Now, Loki's uniform, you got to get the uniform. So even though technically this legendary battle is free, there is a cost attached to it. I believe Loki's uniform at this point costs gold. So that's good, because that means you can get, I'm saying, like a free, legitimately, a free premium card, well, 2 free premium cards and 2 free CTPs by just spending gold. So this by default, let me pull up the tier list for you guys right here. This by default is the best value that you could possibly get. Yes, I have a tier list now for let me go. Ragnarok, best value. Okay, yes, I have a tier list for legendary battle. Okay, I'm a mad lad. I'm going crazy right now. This is the most fun I've had in a long time. So I'm actually having fun. Anyways, now we got Black Panther, the legendary version. You see, you gotta get his uniform. Keep in mind, 2,500 buy-in. Then you gotta buy his uniform. I don't believe, actually, I think his uniform comes with the legendary battle. You know what? Let me check on my free-to-play account, because I don't think I bought what you call it. I don't think I bought him on this account. Oh yeah, so this one is actually more expensive than I remembered. God damn, this one is 3.3, bro. Like, so you get Black Panther's uniform. I completely forgot that you actually can't get this uniform for Black Panther unless you buy the Black Panther Legendary Battle. That's how they got a lot of people to buy in to this Legendary Battle for Black Panther. So this one is 3.3. It's basically the cost of the uniform and the Legendary Battle together. So it doesn't matter. 2,500 buy-in plus the uniform to get a premium card that is not good. Okay, this is one of the worst premium cards in the game. And then we got one of... it's not the worst CTP until you reforge it. So you combine this CTP with the one that you get from Ragnarok, and then you have a good CTP, but it can only be used on a character like Carnage that has immunity to guard break built into his kit. Okay, I'm gonna try to go through this quickly, but realistically, if you have a CTP of energy in here, but you gotta buy Killmonger's uniform, a paywall uniform, and then use tickets to level it up to then get this CTP. I think the value of this, I can only give this good at best. What do you guys think? Like, I put it in bad because now it has the energy in there, but there's so much work that you have to do. You have to get Killmonger's uniform, who's paywall, and then find tickets to get it up to freaking mythic, not mythic. I think it's heroic now, right? Before it was mythic. Yeah, I think it's bad. I think it's bad. All that for a CTP of energy and a bad premium card. I think I'm gonna go with bad. It will be decent at best, you know. Anyways, let's pop back in and let's break down the other legendary battles. Next up, we got Infinity War. Now this one has a shit ton of uniforms if you want to actually get the full value of the whole thing. Like, look at this shit, right? And again, another CTP that cannot be used properly until it's reforged. So that's a ding to it, right? Then we have one of the best premium cards in the game. However, this is for PvP. This is like when you become a mega whale, right? And then you've had all of your fun killing world bosses and giant boss raids, and you want to actually beat up on people, you know, or other players' accounts. Then this is like an end game, late game card. So at best, I can only give this legendary battle a good. Like, that's the best I could do, right? Because you still have to buy Iron Man's uniform to get the best part of this legendary battle, which is the card, right? Because the CTP still needs to be reforged. So in my opinion, I'll pull this up so y'all can see. I'll put it in good at best. All right, boom. Next up, we got Ant-Man and the Wasp. So Ant-Man and the Wasp, we have a CTP in here, I believe, a CTP selector. So a CTP selector means you can get yourself a CTP of Rage, and the Pimtron uniform, I'm pretty sure, costs gold. So this is actually really good. I kind of want to say best value. No, but I can't put, this is not on the same level as as Ragnarok, bro. Ragnarok is gonna stand on its own, bro. So I would definitely put the Ant-Man one above the Thanos one. Okay, that's how I'm putting it. Let me know if I'm crazy, but I think this is a discussion that we don't have enough about these legendary battles. So that's why I figured this was a good idea to at least do it. And even if you guys don't agree with my tier list overall, we can have the discussion in the comments. We can open it up, and maybe other content creators will see this and then do their own cost analysis, because it's been at least 4 years since anyone has really talked about legendary battle and how much they cost and whether or not it's worth it anymore. Anyways, next up, again, all of these pretty much give you a 500 to 600 crystal refund. I think the biggest refund comes from the Thanos one, but that's besides the point. So this one gives you a CTP. Oh my god. Even when this is reforged, so even when you get another one and you reforge it, it's virtually useless. It's so bad, bro. Like, there's only Hela that can use it, and it's brilliant. The good part about this is you don't need to buy the uniform to get the CTP. You have to buy the legendary battle, and then you can just level up your Captain Marvel's type to type 3, and then you get the CTP. So you don't necessarily have to spend more crystals after you've bought the legendary battle. But honestly, in my opinion, this one belongs in bad. It's better than Black Panther, So, but I'm gonna have to put it here. You know, it's a bad investment in my opinion, because the one CTP that you can actually get from there is not good. Maybe if they rework the regeneration in the future, then we can talk. But for now, yikes. All right, so this one gives you a CTP of Rage, but you got to get Thanos. It's type 3. You got to have Thanos. You don't have to buy any uniform. I think this one is good. A CTP of Rage for 2K, because you get the 500 crystal refund. I think Endgame is good. All right, so we'll put Endgame in the good category. I'll put it, let me show you. I'll put it behind Ant-Man, because Ant-Man has the selector, right? And a selector gives you the option to choose whatever you want, so it gives you more free reign, but you still will be choosing Rage. Anyways, moving on. Then we got Spider-Man No Way Home. This one right here, I'm pretty sure has a selector in it, right? So that's pretty good, and you only need to get Spider-Man to type 3. So this one, again, pretty good. Actually, this is not No Way Home, this is Far From Home, but same thing. So put it right here, right under, let me show you, bow, right under Ragnarok. All right, next up, Black Widow. So remember how I said at the beginning of the video, this one right here is one of the only ones that has a uniform that's remained in the meta. It's Taskmaster. Taskmaster's uniform, owning it and getting it to legendary gives you an insight. The insight, it's actually quite funny, because the insight is a support CTP and the uniform is a support uniform. So this actually has perfect synergy. However, Taskmaster has a uniform that's coming next week. If it keeps him as a support and enhances the support, then this uniform is essentially dead in the wind. However, if it doesn't and it changes him, maybe makes him speed instead of him being combat now, since because now he's a man, he's gonna become a woman. So if he becomes like a speed hero, then this uniform will retain value, and it will actually keep the cost of this legendary battle at a decent spot. So I would put this one at good, honestly. Like, we'll have to wait and see. I'll put it good. The insight is not as good as the premium card, and I know some of you guys be like, oh, a premium card for PvP. That's, trust me, when you're looking for a specific premium card, you don't know how much pain you might have to go through to get that specific one, bro. And getting insight is significantly easier than getting a premium card, anyways, getting the specific premium card that you want, anyways. But then again, if you're looking for insight, sometimes it can be a pain in the ass. Anyway, so I'm just gonna put the card over the CTP just because it affects your whole roster as opposed to one character. But anyways, moving on. Shang-Chi, I think this one gives you a judgment, but you gotta own and get Shang-Chi's uniform to Mythic. It's okay. It's a judgment. It's a useful CTP. Still 3K buy-in. You know, it rubs me the wrong way, but I'm gonna put Shang-Chi. Right, it's in the good category, right? It feels bad putting these two in with these guys, but they're still above, so it's fine. These two are the first, and then these guys are the rest. Then we got Love and Thunder. This one has Thor's artifact, which is big W, because Thor is one of the best characters in the game. And all you got to do is own a tier 3 Thor, which you want tier 4 Thor, so you have to tier 3 him first anyway, so that's great. Next up, let me see what we got. Okay, Greed, not the best CTP, but when you reforge it, it becomes pretty freaking good. So because of that, we're going to put this in the good category. So what I'll do is I'll put it... I'll put it ahead of these guys, but behind the card. Yeah. Then we got Black Panther. Let me show you guys. They got Shuri's artifact in this thing, and Shuri is a support character. Her artifact is not a support artifact. It only affects her. So, nah. Not good. Okay, not good. And I'm not counting these second potential realization ticket and icon and shit. I'm realistically only counting the stuff that matters most, the reason why you would buy it in the first place, which is a CTP. I'm gonna put this in bad. Honestly, like a CTP of destruction and the artifact for a character that the artifact can't really do anything because Shuri's not on the field most of the time. I'm gonna put this in bad, bro. Honestly, the destruction is okay, but it needs to be reforged. So it's more work you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to go out and get another CTP. It's funny because both of the by by doing this, both Black Panther movie legendary battles are they end up in being bad, which is actually quite, I don't want to say funny, ironic, because almost every single time Black Panther gets a uniform, he's trash. Shuri is always going to be relevant because she's a support, but it's just kind of sad to see. My boy can't get no love even in the... Okay, so Wasp artifact is a great artifact, but bad for her because it doesn't do anything because she's not a DPS and it's a DPS artifact. And then this one is an insight. You gotta own a mythic uniform for... Yeah, it's okay. It's not great. It's not as bad as the other ones. The insight. Yeah, it's not terrible. I'll put it in good. And then last but not least, we have Captain Marvel or Monica's artifact. Not very good. She's an AC character. You wouldn't be buying this just for that, but you have a CTP of rage in this bitch, so we gotta put this one in good. Okay, maybe even, let me show you how we shake out. We might put this, just because of the rage, like right up here. So this is how I would shake it out, bro. So best value, Love and Thunder, sorry. Best value, Ragnarok, then No Way Home. Actually, I keep saying No Way Home. It's Far From Home. It's because No Way Home is the most recent version of this little two-part movie that happened. And then AntMan, then this, and then the rest, bro. Anyways, leave me your thoughts in the comments. A legendary battle tier list. Something I didn't think I'd be doing in 2025, but listen, I'm having a lot of fun with these tier lists, so who knows? I might do something else crazy, like a Shadowland. I don't know, bro. Let me know if there's anything else you guys want from me, man. I will catch you in the next one. Avoid these pitfalls.